let's then go to my second question, which is, why here, why at court? And I found, oh wait, where is it? 1 second. Things don't happen by accident. Wait a second, maybe, yes. About a week ago, in the mail, court received the following letter, which was originally postmarked October 12th, 1994. I became artistic director at Court Theater in May of 1994. And one of the first things I did was, in a quite audacious, and we didn't have any money to do this, I asked the playwright Tony Kushner to come and speak at Mandel Hall. And so we invited him to speak, and the place was jam-packed. I didn't know you at all. We had never met. And he arrived and had this incredible speech that just made the whole campus abuzz. And this was an invitation to somebody, addressed unknown, that we just got last week returned by the post office. It says, return to sender, undeliverable to address. And we got it, what is that?
18 years.
How many years? 18 years later. The post office delivered it back to Court Theater. So I mean, how bizarre is that, okay? So that there's some guardian angel in the U.S. Post Office that's working for us.
It says there's a computer stamp, and it says in quotes, "We deliver." Ordinarily, I would say that this is just an example of misuse of quotes, but I think it's exactly right. It says Nixie, which is a German kind of fairy. So that's.
So, I mean, that was the beginning of both my tenure at Court Theater and the beginning of inviting Tony to court and the University of Chicago. Now let's jump ahead to...
Can I tell you a quick little story?
Sure, absolutely.
We were doing my new play, The Intelligent Homosexual's Guide to Capitalism. It's like the worst title in the world. And we were doing it at the Public Theater. We were doing, I think, the second day of rehearsal. The Public is the old Astor Place Library, which was, for a very long time after it was the public library, it was the sort of Hebrew International Refugee Association. It was a place for processing various Jewish refugees who would come into New York, and it had been there, I think, for many years, and then fell into disrepair. They left the building, and then PAP took it over, and it's now being renovated extensively all through the building. And in the play, in my new play, there's a thing that's discovered and buried in a wall. I actually, when we were doing the play at the same time as we were doing Angels, both as part of the signature season, it was the first time that I realized that both plays, it's my second gay play, and that there's a suitcase buried in the wall there too. So it's, I don't know what that means. But we were reading the play, and we had just finished working on the scene where this thing is pulled out of the wall, and Oscar Eustace came in and said, "You got to stop for a minute. We've got to show you something." And they had been tearing out a wall in the stairwell, in one of the stairwells at the Public, and had found buried in the wall. The play is also a lot about labor unions, and a packet of membership forms in Hebrew lettering, but it's in Yiddish, for membership to some sort of Yiddish labor union from 1870 something or other, that somebody had been, a couple of them were signed, and somebody had clearly been nervous about being caught with them and had stuck them in the wall, and then they'd gotten rolled over, and they just found this bundle of stuff that just came out of the wall. Wow. So I don't know. I like old paper goods.
So then the next time I think you were on campus was Doug Peck and I and a glorious company did, and Rob Lindley and others did a production of yours and Janine Tesoria's musical Caroline or Change. And for me, it was a glorious experience to hug you after the curtain call and feel the emotion that we shared together after that experience. That then led to conversations together with Larry Norman, Cornet Molière expert here at the university, about your adaptation of Cornet's The Illusion, designed by John Colbert, who did Caroline and our production of Angels, as well as Illusion. And we had these great conversations, not very extensive, but some conversation about that production and that text, which you also came and saw, which again was a wonderful experience to have you come and see the work, but even more so than your visit to the University of Chicago campus was an incredible conglomeration of events that happened where, again, at Mandel Hall, you and I had a public conversation, and you engaged with all kinds of students across the campus about all kinds of different things. It was just another step in a conversation, collaboration, friendship, and engagement here at the university. So then, of course, the question was, well, what's next? So we began having ongoing conversations about all kinds of things. And then for me, the transformative moment was, after much discussion about various other pieces, you said to me, well, Charlie, you know what I really want you to do is I want you to do Angels in America. And I think I fumbled around and said something like, well, I'm not sure I'm ready, or I'm terrified, or something. I said something that really, because it felt like such a call for me. I thank you for that call.
Let's see how you feeling.
And what I have learned since that call was, and certainly feel this way now that we are here at this moment, that both in our collaboration and in the challenge of the piece and this journey we are on together, like any great work of art, it will challenge us, it will require of us not only our best, but more than what we are now. And it will ask us to go and grow and be more than what we ever thought we could do. And isn't that, if I may, a definition of a classic text? So of course that is what court theater must do, and God willing, we'll see where we go. So I just share that with you in terms of how I feel arrived at this place.